Друзья, приветствую вас на канале Джонни Снайперу. С вами Макс, и мы продолжаем прохождение Max Payne 3. Погнали.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Да, у нас получается только пистолет с отличным глушителем. Крафтовый глушитель из бутылки. Интересно.
Pesado pra caralho, tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu doido.
Что творят? Нам, я так понимаю, здесь тихонечко
Either those
все
guys wheeled
нужно
their
делать.
trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
Да, улики есть. Да, друзья, мне не хватает, конечно, третьей части, как раньше. Подходишь, все ящики открываешь, воду в кранах включаешь, все летит, все щелкается. Ну, это на самом деле такая мелочь. Но когда это можно делать, прям вокруг такая атмосфера царит возможностей. Да, мелких, но это здорово. А здесь прям...
Buffet. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already.
Здесь мне этого очень не хватает. А здесь... Может, эту цепь можно отстрелить? Да нет, нельзя. Да я там ничего, в принципе, и не наблюдаю. Ладно.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star bona fide shithole.
Пятизвездочная помойка.
Guess we're checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Ну да, атмосфера тут какая-то в этом пятизвездочном отеле, как в Манхант.
O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tá fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e escutando você reclamar.
Ó.
Olha o quê?
Porra!
А в чем тогда прикол вот этой бутылки? Да, эти запчасти опять. Да не нужна мне эта бутылка.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção! Na frente, vamos lá! Podemos matar ele fácil, fácil! Ele acorda, rapaz!
Так.
O dedo dele não entrou no gatilho! Recuar todo mundo!
Да, вот фонарь на самом деле слепит. Ну-ка, не простреливается. Дверной косяк. Жаль.
Pra cima deles agora! Eu vou te matar!
Кстати, слоумо у нас отлично, полная. Да, тут баллон, конечно же, стоял еще чертовски заманчиво. Сейчас тут еще осмотримся. Мне бы автомат Калашникова, я был бы так рад. Вот, вижу здесь. Кнопка у нас была.
Atirando lá na cobertura! Vai, 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 vai! Senti meu braço!
Да, это было неплохо. Это он упал, походу, и стрелял еще. Блин, здорово. Сейчас там еще какая-то золотая запчасть была. Я не знаю, я их как-то собираю, вообще не стремлюсь сделать что-то золотым. Может, это для сетевой игры какие-то свои приколы, но мне как-то это не интересно на самом деле. Больше нравится классический вид оружия без всякой фигни. А, подожди. О! Блин. Это что еще за пух? О-хо-хо, да у нас что-то серьезное намечается, да? Ну-ка, что тут?
De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets.
Вот говнюк, я его не ожидал. Вот вообще никак не ожидал встретить. Все, хорош. Блин, там, как всегда... А, кто-то еще там был жив. Был. Хочу заметить. Такая музыка.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Давайте. Я готов. Они должны сейчас вылазить.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was, De Silva.
Ну да, у него и так был вид уничтоженный. Карма, так сказать.
I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Отлично, у меня мой тяжелый пулемет исчез, вот офигенно прям. Опять эта бутылка, я же ее выкинул. Ну почему тут так происходит? Вот засранец, а. Все. Да, у нас обезболивающих еще 3 штуки, неплохо. Ну-ка, ну-ка. Лучше вернуть, там патронов совсем ничего. Ох, ты ж, держи. Давай, да покажись теперь. Хорош. Ну. Да давай ты, блин. Вот.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now. It looked like Victor had won the sympathy vote. Found his universal connection to the people. Triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
Ну, а на вот этом выйдет-то?
There it was, the soundtrack to my life.
Да.
And for a few seconds,
На пару
came
секунд я
harmony.
сумел ощутить гармонию. Да.
Finally.
Здорово. На старом рояле. А, тут, походу, они еще и органы продают. Офигеть.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots
Да
of
засунь
money.
себе их, ты ублюдок, эти деньги.
I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Каралхо.
Espera, eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata.
Ну да.
Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor? For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Здесь так столько укрытий, похоже, что будет заварушка. Или нет?
There had to be something I wasn't seeing.
Что-то упускал. Да не, я вижу там приоткрытая дверь, просто здесь такая площадь, что-то может есть.
It was locked from the outside.
Ворота были заперты. Ну, я так понимаю, нам сюда. Но через вот отсюда.
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
На каждый столб, походу, нужно установить. Да. И...
I've seen
Последний.
some dark shit in my time, but this was something else.
Я в жизни много
These
повидал,
vermin had
такой
gone into a
никогда.
place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats come out of their holes.
Ну вот, да. Здесь должна быть хорошая заварушка. Сейчас я как-нибудь хотел бы, чтобы они в центральный этот проход вышли, было бы удобно их выносить. Ну, либо пусть подходят поближе. Здорово! Блин, куда-то там попадаю. Дайте мне автомат Калашникова.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Ну да, зато они открыли нам дверь. Секунду, заряда-то везде мы поставили. На самом деле здесь все равно такое помещение здоровое. Как бы заварушка такая была, лайтовенькая. Так. Отлично. Походу все. Не, снайперку я, пожалуй, здесь и оставлю. Отлично. Это что тут? Блин.
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Какой-то древний дробовик. И все, да? Так, еще вот вижу. Ну да, это здание полетит скоро ко всем чертям. Походу, последний заряд.
That was the last of the explosives.
Да, последний заряд.
I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it. Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Да, вот это жестко.
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
В чем твоя проблема, черт побери?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the records.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept
Грёбаный
people safe in the
извращенец.
city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Ну да. Хо-хо-хо, повело-то как. Да. Постоянно оружие переключается, и это на самом деле очень-очень неудобно. Так, что-то тут как-то все продолжает сыпаться. Я думаю, нужно поспешить. Да, ладно. Фармаколог. Отличное достижение. Так. Так-то лучше и... Не буду менять оружие. В принципе, эта винтовочка устраивает. Да тут уже никого нету. Да. Ляг, отдохни. О, это серьезный парень. С ним надо поосторожней. Шлем, главное ему отстрелить напрочь. Не получается. Получено достижение «Дуракам везет». Ну да, тут как-то так получилось.
I told you the city was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
Неплохо.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
No, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Злобный лысый жердяй. Отличное название для главы.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Так что в итоге пасоста, а? Норм чел или душный?
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done.
Но он
I'm
сожалеет.
having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I
Развлекаюсь почти как в старые добрые времена.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta eu quero tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, mano.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocente! Vai aqui dentro! Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz nada! Aqui que você vai acontecer, cara! Tá pensando
У чувака шапка прикольная.
Eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Вот козлы.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing? What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here? I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here? Me in the ear. Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this
Вот
time. Time
подонки.
to find out what the hell was going on.
Ну, мордашку-то он скривил.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Какие-то у них тут закуски.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time.
Обезболивающее там, обезболивающее. Куда ты
Whatever
пошел?
nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Вот.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. Prometo, cara. Me dá um nome. Eu só sei que tem um apagão, mas sabe que eu sei.
Ёлки-палки, тут все серьезно. Кто там стреляет? Сейчас, а здесь тогда что? Но он по-любому там не один, да? Готов. Сейчас обезболивающее.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, it seemed I was too.
Да ладно, прям так. Первого раза. Даже шлем пробили. Ну давайте-ка дробовичок возьмем. Здесь, в принципе.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
Отлично, его использовать можно. Запнулся. О. Это уже поинтересней. О, кто-то ноут прострелил. По-варварски.
It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Офигеть, там пуха, да, она сейчас все там прострелит. Как с ней бороться? Хо-хо-хо. Ждать, пока она все отстреляет? О, подожди.
Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste.
Сейчас тут еще гранатомет. О, это что за фигня? Это как так? Отлично. Так. Блин, а мне нравится гранатомет. Все, что ли? Да, давайте-ка его прихватим.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking. Drunk it, then blown
Блин,
my
на
head
самом
off.
деле, я так понимаю, сейчас уже там такие бои будут.
Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving.
Я вот этого парня, по-моему, тоже... Хотя нет, нифига, смотрите-ка, этот подонок стрелял ему в спину, как крыс. Причем последний.
Porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu respeito? Não estamos brincando!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Да, тут куча обезболивающих. Блин, угол помешал. И...
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
А, ну вот нам сюда ж, по идее. Да.
Caralho, o que foi?
Так, бегите. Фига он там засел. На стол.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance.
Да, вообще-то рядом пройти можно было. Ну ладно.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Вот опять он на пистолет переключился. Да, еще нагазовали тут, елки. Какая-то амбрелла.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. They had their body armor. I had mine. I saw the elevator doors were open. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Он там один был, нифига, там стул подлетел. Так,
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Да, куда-то я не туда стреляю. Да нет, тут... Да, пуха не проходит, застряла. Ладно. Сейчас попробуем сделать вот так. Еще прыжок. Так получше. О, опять серьезный парень.
killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Я убил больше копов, чем холестерин.
AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them
Великие
off about
цитаты
the
Макс
money?
Пейна, да. А зачем я вот эту пуху взял?
If I didn't hurry,
Всего
Becker would be
36
long gone.
патронов на самом деле. Нет, давайте лучше эту вернем.
Figured I'd bag those up. Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe.
Так. Тут у нас что? Здесь я был.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
А, блин! Что-то у меня как-то с патронами бородато. Ну да, тут, блин, прицелишься.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself.
Тут вещдоки
Nothing I was gonna
всякие.
find in there could make a difference now.
О,
I had all the evidence I needed.
оружие тут. Вот эти что? Почему нету автомата Калашникова? Ёлки-палки. Чтоб тебя...
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and
Нужно
fast.
быстрее убраться с
This
лестницы.
was a waste of time. That would have been too easy.
А, куда?
The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. The bastards had me locked in.
Ублюдки заперли все двери,
If I
а...
didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker.
Сейчас обратно все, что ли? Да ладно, вы что? Я ж поспешил. Офигеть. Давай, давай, покажись.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Да, я хотел посмотреть. Может, тут все-таки обезболивающие какие-то есть.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Да, вот это прикольно. Тех вроде прихлопнул-то. Почти. Так. Офигеть.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Ну тут, походу, будет мясо. Ладно. Вот засранец. Давай, давай. О, офигенно, он присел. Круто.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Офигеть, вот тут бы гранатомет не помешал. Так. Давай, бросай оружие. Не знаю с ним как. Вырубить его надо, не надо. Сейчас он в спину пальнет. Короче, ладно, давайте пойдем, не будем его трогать.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Что там за вопли?
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Да, отличное укрытие в сеточку. Сшибись. А в кого? Этого, да? тебя. О-хо-хо-хо! Вот это неплохо было. Букан-то ему отстрелили напрочь.
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Да. Ну-ка, ну-ка, я думаю, вот это опуха для серьезных переговоров.
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
Плиты на потолке. Офигеть, он еще за перила ухватился напоследок.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Вот засранцы и скрылись.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Ядрёна вошь. Да, последний козырь. Ну что ж, друзья, на этом мы сегодня, пожалуй, и закончим. Последний козырь будет у нас завтра. Огромнейшее спасибо всем за просмотр. Огромнейшее спасибо за лайк. То, что поставили, либо поставите. Ну и до новых прохождений. Пока.